Hi, Jane here. Welcome to a very special episode of Show of the Week.
And I'm Mike. Wait, what about it is special?
Well, Mike, what a great question.
Oh, is it my birthday?
No, it's not your birthday.
Oh, it's never my birthday.
It was like your birthday last month.
Yeah, but you know.
Okay, you see, after years of study and experimentation, I have discovered a way to take a real physical human being, shrink all their atoms, and then digitize those atoms to turn them into a simulated human being, or what I like to call a sim.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I can take that sim and insert it into any video game of my choosing.
What,
Obviously The Sims, in this case.
Where's Andy?
I think, Mike, what you mean to ask is, what is Andy?
Did you turn Andy?
I turned Andy into a sim, yes.
Oh my god. I can't believe Andy's a sim now.
Now and forever.
He owed me a £5.
Well, I actually stuck him in the new Sims 4 DLC, so do you want to see how he's getting on in there?
If I say yes, you're not going to turn me into a sim, are you?
What? No, of course not.
Cool.
Yet.
What?
What? Well, here we are, here we see
What you
Sim
have wrought.
Andy.
What Jane has wrought.
And also I've made him some, some company.
friends.
It's the rest of us.
Yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
So is that the husk that my personality will inhabit when you shrink me?
Yeah. That's the thing that's the host.
Okay.
That you will eventually inhabit.
Right.
But there's actual Andy, actual Sim Andy.
There he is.
There we go.
In his hat.
He's ready to move into the Smol house.
The Smol house.
You see here, the Smol house I've
Go on,
built
then.
for us. So let's go. Let's move into the Smol
It
house.
looks extremely small.
Let's purchase that
Is that
home.
room enough for 5 people?
We'll find out, Mike. So, this is the latest DLC for The Sims 4. It's called Tiny Living.
Right.
It's just come out on the consoles. Let's load in, and I'll show you how small we're talking.
That's pretty small.
Pretty small.
Those beds
oh
are...
my god, why is everyone in their swimsuits? Okay, I haven't... I've been playing quite a lot of The Sims, but not with our characters, not with our Oxboxtra family.
Right.
And I think when I moved them from the last house just now, they must have been swimming.
Right.
So that's why everyone except Jane... Hear me out. That's why everyone except Jane
Were
is in
you trying to
swimsuits.
drown everyone else in the pool?
No, never. Why? I would never. No, clearly we've moved in from the mansion that was in the last, whenever we last played Sims 4. Anyway, so here is the Smol house. Let me show you.
You're the one who's uncomfortable. I'm the one who's uncomfortable.
Jane's uncomfortable because she hasn't showered. But right, Tiny Living DLC.
Yes.
Okay, so you can make a house, or you're supposed to make a house, that is no more than 100 tiles.
Is the toilet behind a screen?
It's okay. It still needs some work. It's not entirely finished. I thought I would leave. Here's one I made earlier, but it's not entirely finished.
Okay.
The Tiny Living DLC, you get bonuses, you get perks to your characters when they live in a small house.
Right.
But the fun thing is, in fact, if I take you to building for a second, if I take you to build mode, okay. Here we are in build mode. Right. So if I take you up here, lot info, tiny house. Residential, tiny home residential. Requirements. So at tier 3, which is what we've got here, it's a small home. It's 100 tiles, and you get benefits.
Nice.
Tiny home, which is only 64 tiles, you get increased benefits.
Okay.
Micro home, which is a mere 32 tiles. Can you imagine?
Yikes.
You get even more benefits. What I like is one of the perks is that all your relationship increases and decreases are doubled. Because if you've ever lived in a really small flat with someone, you've got to get on really well.
Yeah, if you really like them, it's great.
Really bad.
If you really dislike them, it's bad.
You're going to end up murdering each other. And that's what The Sims is trying to emulate here. Anyway.
Cool.
Let's go back to living
Send them
mode.
in.
Send them in. I'm excited to see, because I've not actually sent anyone to live in this house yet. What I was thinking is buy all the stuff that 5 people...
There's a huge gap, huge visible gap to the toilet.
Like I say, we're going to see how they get on, and then adjust as we need.
Right.
So I don't think Jane is going to want to take a shower as
Probably
it is.
not.
But
maybe if we all stand outside while you take a shower, we can do relay.
Yeah. You're only allowed one person to be in the house at a time. So what's interesting, what I think is interesting, is that among the new furniture bits in the Tiny Living DLC, which, don't get me wrong, it's not a huge expansion, it's just a few extra bits of furniture and some perks for having a tiny house. Oh look, Jane is showering. We'll leave her to it, but because everyone else is politely standing outside the house,
waiting for it to finish.
If they went inside, I think Sim Jane would get pretty mad.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is like a Murphy bed, like one of those beds.
Yeah, like fold down one.
You can
put bed down.
Put bed down.
Oh no, wait, that means someone's gonna. Oh no, Jane's gonna do that. That's fine.
Jane's gonna
Once
put
she's
the
finished
bed
her shower,
down.
she's gonna put the bed down.
There you go. Now she's happy and clean, and now she can get. So what I figured is we need 5 beds, right?
Yes.
So there's 3 of them.
Is it possible to get to the middle one?
No, I don't think so. I think you're identifying all the problems with having 5 people live in a 100-tile house. So, also you can't get around this now. This is another bed. Look, hang on. Let me put this bed down. I think she's blocked. No, she can do it. She can do it.
It folds the sofa underneath.
Isn't it cute?
That's pretty cool.
Super cute. Anyway, so now we've got 5 beds, but basically just one big open living area with a toilet in the corner.
Is that me?
That's Mike.
Yeah, I don't want to. I was just hoping I wasn't going to go to the toilet.
No, you're making a salad next to the toilet, which is
a salad.
Unsanitary.
Seems unrealistic.
Yeah, it does seem unlike Mike. Let's get some people into their normal clothes.
Okay.
Where's the wardrobe in this place? Oh, here we go.
So it's an interesting time for The Sims, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Absolutely. It's
20 years.
20
since
years.
the first Sims game.
Let's get Ellen back in her regular clothes. So I can't believe it's been 20 years, and yet we've only had 4 Sims games. What the hell, EA?
That seems
They should
bonkers.
be annual releases.
Yeah.
That we should be on Sims
2020, yeah.
like FIFA. No, it'll be Sims 2021 this year with roster updates.
Yeah.
Except, to be honest, there are so many like expansion packs and DLC packs and IKEA stuff packs and H&M fashion.
There's been some
packs.
Real
some
not
good
to be unfair,
stuff.
but like some real scraping the bottom of the
Vampires.
barrel. Yeah.
Vampires up here.
H&M
clothing line down here. So there's so many like bits and pieces and add-ons and what have you. There's no end of ways to spend money on buying stuff in The Sims.
Did you play a lot of the original Sims?
Oh yeah. I only just had a PC the family PC at the time, obviously, that could run it. And it was a revelation. Did you play it?
Yeah, I played loads of it. Yeah, rather embarrassingly, I decided to recreate Neighbours, like Ramsey Street, a lot of the different houses. Yeah. I was like, I want to run a Neighbours simulation. So I recreated some of the families
that's adorable.
And had them all falling out with each other and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I was doing in The Sims.
Nice.
Which seems kind of tragic now.
Oh, no.
I no longer watch Neighbours, it's fine. I've moved on with my life. But that's my memory of The Sims.
I remember Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet came out. I mean, not when The Sims 1 came out, but maybe not too many years later. And I was so taken with like their Juliet's mansion. Do you remember like the kind of that amazing sweeping staircase that they have the party in? And I was like, I'm going to build that in The Sims. Yeah. And then I'm like, little Jane, you don't. Whoa, no, Andy, not now. So I told him to change outfit, and I think the game was like, what? You want to find a whole new outfit for him? I don't, not right now. Poor Sim Andy, look at him. His consciousness trapped in a man in Speedo. Cancel.
It's everyone's worst nightmare.
Yes, cancel.
Yeah, I think that was the thing
that I
loved
didn't
about
have the architectural prowess to like rebuild the Baz Luhrmann Romeo and Juliet mansion.
I'm not sure I ever built a house that had more than one story because that's when it got really complicated.
Oh, and roofs. Roofs to this day.
Forget that.
Forget roofs. Look, I don't think I put a roof. Oh no, I did put a roof.
Oh, okay. Well,
is that a roof? No, it's not.
Does it have the tiling on
it? It's a bad roof. Because who cares about roofs?
Yeah, exactly.
No
Everything's a bungalow in Simsland.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think.
Oh no, there it is. There's another flipping roof. That's look how I've provided for my Sims.
What do you mean you want a house that's bigger than 100 tiles?
No,
never. You can go to the toilet
the neighbours have come round. That'll make it nice and busy.
Oh no, we're having a house party. Why is she walking like an evil magician?
Probably because she's her Sim personality is evil. All right, Andy, let's get you in some proper clothes.
Yes.
Look, he's confident though.
No, it's fine. He's
full of confidence.
Himself,
yeah. All right, let's just get you back into his regular Andy outfit, which is obviously black jeans, black t-shirt, and a baseball cap.
Yeah, there you go, the classic
He's
Andy
like, excuse me, coming through, getting through the neighbours. All the neighbours have come around with like fruitcakes and stuff to welcome us to the neighbourhood.
Yeah.
See, look, everyone's having a great time in this
one-room house. Luke's still in board shorts.
Luke's still in board shorts. Let's get Luke changed when he's finished chatting to Ellen.
But that's the fun thing with The Sims is recreating either people you know in real life or like people from fiction.
And drowning them, yes, obviously.
If you're Jane, drowning them. If you're me, trying to create a harmonious, peaceful life for them all.
I actually spend the most time just like building stuff.
There's a real pleasing sort of feng shui, like, how am I going to organise this stuff?
Yeah.
And I do like a lot of the stuff they've added in this sort of, these Murphy beds are amazing.
They're cute, aren't they? Yeah, real aesthetic, real home design inspo going on here. Look, this lady's got fruitcake, so Andy can be like, hey, invite neighbours in. Let's get this.
We are all crowding around the door.
Started. Oh, no!
Everyone's gotten angry.
Oh no!
No one likes that.
What did you say, Andy? What did you say to Ellen? Oh, she's mad.
Yeah, Ellen's furious.
Ellen is furious.
That guy's leaving and thinking about rockets.
All right, okay. So that is tiny living, but would you like to see the tiniest of tiny?
Yes.
Tiny living
Oh
houses?
God, yes.
One I prepared
Put Andy
earlier.
in that.
Okay, well, I will show you right now. Oh, that bed is sure smoking.
Yeah.
Welcome, Mike. This is what we call a micro home.
Right.
This is a mere 32 tiles.
Wow, look
and
at
it's
the
the
electricity
smallest,
in that bed. That is
the smallest of the tiers. Yeah, so this is the Murphy bed after it malfunctions, which it does like every single night, I've found. And then someone has to like fix it. So this is a pre-existing sim couple who I've made live in this nightmare.
Bob and Eliza Pancake.
Yeah, she's going to have to... oh no, look. They do have the luxury of a walled-off bathroom, see?
Yeah.
But I think I've done a pretty good job.
That's good, yeah.
Look, this is a actual micro home, although it's only
Minimalist.
for 2 people instead of 5.
Well, that's fine. Because
And,
they're a couple and that's okay.
They've got everything they need. Look, a bed that folds down becomes a sofa. So that's the tiny living DLC space-saving item is obviously the bed that turns into a sofa.
This really does remind me quite a lot of the first flat I lived in London.
It is the London Living DLC.
You visited that flat, right?
Oh,
It was a small room, fold-out bed, little kitchenette.
Yeah. Mike's essentially lived in this
Yeah,
space.
I have, pretty much.
It didn't do you any harm.
Well, no, apart from vitamin D deficiency and poor social life. And no.
So this is as ickle as it gets, which is kind of fun. It's a nice challenge, actually, because obviously I use the money cheat. Everyone uses the money cheat.
Naturally.
But then, you know, there's no limitation. You can just do whatever the heck you want.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's nice to like modify it with the challenge, which is how can you build a comfortable living space that's only 32 tiles?
Plus, as someone who owns a lot of junk, there is a certain like Marie Kondo minimalist appeal to the idea of just
stripping it all
the
back.
Essentials.
Yeah, what can I live without? Because also, there's no place for a microwave. I originally wanted to give them a microwave, but then there's no space to like put stuff.
Yeah.
So no microwave. You can
there
live
isn't a
without
lot
one,
of food preparation room there either. So
no, just a single counter.
Quite basic
single
dishes.
Counter. Yeah.
But
yeah, happy Symoniversary.
Thanks, happy
20
Symoniversary
years.
to you too.
Thank you. I'm glad you said it. I think it's easy to overlook now how like brilliant,
revolutionary,
inspired an idea it was for like Will Wright to go, what if basically a doll's house / life simulator, but a video game?
Yeah.
Like it's been around for 20 years now, so it's like, well, obviously The Sims. It's like it's a
stalwart part of the furniture sort of.
It's hard to imagine life without The Sims, but it's really genuinely an inspired idea, and it deserves to have the like sort of magnitude of success that it has, despite H&M Fashion Pack or whatever the heck it was called. So as we've covered, there's some ropey stuff, but also just like I'm so glad The Sims is a thing. Like it's so nice. I think it's like one of the first games that my sister, who is not like a big gamer, was like interested in. And it's just got such a lovely aesthetic. Like obviously, you know, technically it's much more advanced now than it was 20 years ago. But
it
it's
hasn't
maintained
changed that much,
like Sims aesthetic that I like, and it's maintained that like Sim sense of humour, which is like kind of cheeky, kind of silly, but kind of basically wholesome. Like it's all so nice.
Yeah.
And also it's finally a space for all the millennials and post-millennials to live the dream of owning property.
That too. Yeah.
I did see like a think piece that was like, one of the reasons The Sims resonated so hard with young people is, for many, it's the only time they'll get to own it and build or fill a living space of their own.
Sort of tragic, actually,
sort of tragic.
when you think about it.
Yeah, it was this or avocado toast, etc. But I like The Sims. And yeah, eventually we should like turf these people out, bring Andy in, and just simulate real Andy in a 32 tile house and see how he gets on with it.
And just see what happens.
Yeah.
Sounds cruel, but you seem fine with
for
it.
Science, for science.
And I'm scared of being put in myself.
Yeah,
so.
Andy would appreciate it.
So there's really no way to reverse the process and bring Andy back?
Maybe. You know, I never really thought about it. I'd have to do further research, study, experimentation.
Well, go on then.
Okay, fine, I will. Or we could read some YouTube comments.
I mean, don't make me choose.
No, I'm making you choose.
Okay, I choose YouTube comments.
I'm stamping this corpse, but there's no bullets coming out, incredibly. Which way, Captain Mike?
Oh, no. Oh, this way. But there's a grenadier. Stupid grenadier. I think all games should let you just stomp on things after you kill them.
Okay, Jane, that was a clip from when we played Zombie Army 4.
I played it.
I have some comments from people. Voltzion says, only Mike would consider someone chucking grenades at him harmless.
Oh, there's another grenadier hiding behind his shield somewhere, but I cannot see. Oh,
They're pretty harmless, those guys, really.
They're not harmless, they're pelting us with grenades.
I think, actually,
Arguably.
grenades are one of the easiest things to avoid in video games. Surely, right? You get a little indicator, you know where they are.
Very telegraphed.
Yeah, I know.
And especially in Zombie Army 4, where it's the grenadiers.
Yeah, who move slowly.
Move slowly, hide behind their shield. Come on. Show me your face. Show me. Come on. Pop up. Yeah. And yeah, their grenades are on such a long fuse or whatever the heck they've got.
Easy.
You got
compared to that minigun, which is like heat-seeking and can fly across the map.
Yeah, he's like a
foliage.
Terminator zombie. Yeah, can draw a bead on you through jungle at 100 feet. So yeah.
Grenades, relatively harmless.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Yeah.
Please don't throw an actual grenade at me at all in real life, obviously. But
obviously.
In video games, they're fine.
Generally, yeah, actually, you're right. In video games, as a rule, grenades are probably the most embarrassing thing to die of, I want to say.
Apart from melee kill to the back of the head in a multiplayer game.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, okay.
Usually complete with teabagging.
We need a full ranking of the most embarrassing ways to get got in a video game.
Guaranteed I've experienced all of them at least once.
All right, list for next time.
Kay Collier, meanwhile, also talking about grenades, says that Jane saves grenades like Luke saves potions, because you might need them more in the future than you do right now, even though you may be in imminent danger of dying.
I've got some grenades.
All right.
I'm saving them for a special occasion.
It's more special than this number of zombies?
Yes, Mike, I'm saving them for your birthday.
Are we talking a birthday?
Yeah, your birthday.
All right.
It's a birthday grenade. No, all right, I'll send a grenade. There we go. Treat yourself. That is true.
I think we all do this, don't we?
You've got to save them a little bit. Also, from time to time, I will forget that grenades are a thing. I'll forget that I've got them in my pocket and then be like, oh, grenades! Yeah,
yes.
These are great. And that's why you'll see me occasionally just pelting like 3 of them in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
So
by
it's
the
a little
time
bit of
I think to use a grenade, I'm normally completely surrounded and throwing one would
At
just
your own
drop it at my
feet,
own
yeah.
feet. And it would be this
Take
sort
them all
of
with me.
Pyrrhic victory
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, although there is something to be said for saving items, unless you really, really need to use them, because grenades are pretty. Actually, no. I think in Zombie Army 4, there's quite a lot of them lying around.
I do the same with like RPG skill points as well. People get really cross when I've got like loads of.
Oh no, that is annoying when you see someone else's gameplay and it's like level
Spend
up,
your
level
points,
up,
yeah.
level up.
But you don't know what you might need until you need it.
What you need is like in Greedfall, you can get like a crystal of some sort that lets you respec your skills.
Yeah.
So you'll be standing outside a locked door and you'll be like, oh, I never invested the points in lockpicking. Hang on a minute,
all your power of speech.
Wipe your memory with the crystal, invest the points in lockpicking, pick the lock, and then use another crystal. It's quite a wasteful way to use crystals now that I think about it. But then you can get back the skills that you actually wanted rather than this. I did that. That's a true story. I did that to get through one locked door that I thought was really important.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need one of those in real life so I can finally become the doctor my parents hoped I would
But
be.
you would have to. But you would have to pay for it with skills that you have.
Oh yeah, I've got no skills to pay with. That's a really good point, Jane.
You forget how to like cross the road, but you can do open heart surgery. Because you have to trade them off, the skills.
All I can cook is beans on toast the rest of the time.
But, yeah, you can do a kidney transplant. Yeah.
Seems a fair swap to me.
Yeah, all right. Get the memory crystals in.
VR encourages us to live out our wildest and most unattainable dreams, like being Batman or a member of the crew of the Starship Enterprise, or having more than 4 square meters of free living room space.
That was a clip from our video about weird things you can be in VR, which who knew all those weird things you could be in VR?
Well, you really got to stretch the boundaries of a new format, don't you? I
liked being a space dog.
The space dog was quite sweet. Yeah. I'd like to see like a fully blown AAA version of that game where like you properly can see
it's like Gravity. You end up out in space and you're
Sandra
like
Bullock, but a space
that
dog.
would actually be brilliant.
Yeah.
That gameplay is me.
Yeah.
That's me playing it. You
bring up the paws.
I'm doing the
like,
paws and everything.
Yeah.
It's really good fun.
Like you were saying, when you capture VR games, it's a bit like
you're sort of acting at the same time.
I mean, you are sort of when you're playing a third-person, like video game, but
it's
more
way
so
less
when you're in
physical
VR because it's like everyone's looking through your eyes, which is quite strange.
Very
in the kissing game, that's Mike as well.
Me as well. Yeah.
Inside scoop.
You thought that was Jane playing. No, it was me standing in my bedroom going.
I didn't sully myself with the alien kissing simulator
really honestly,
game. That was all Mike kissing.
I had a moment
aliens.
of like clarity
Was it an
and
out-of-body
reflection. Yeah, I was like,
where you saw yourself.
this is a thing I'm doing for my job.
my work. Yeah. No, that is quite a performance.
Well, Mattsgrungy had a comment saying, beware spoilers for the following games. Lists 7 games no one has ever even heard of.
VR also gives game makers the opportunity to create first-person experiences that don't just border on weird, they move into weird and build a weird house there and run for a position on the Weird Council. They're weird, is what I'm trying to say. See for yourself in these 7 VR games that let you experience the weirdness firsthand, and beware spoilers ahead for the following games.
Yeah, we've been debating these sort of spoilers. We obviously don't want to spoil things for people, and like that Space Dog game was kind of fun, and you might.
And it's quite a short game, and it's a puzzle game, which puzzle games are easier to spoil than some because it's a puzzle that you don't want to be shown the solution.
Yeah,
it's tricky. Also, on occasions we've not had a complete spoiler list because you're like, it's not a spoiler for this game because the only thing we're describing is the story premise, not like giving away any plot points, and people are like, why wasn't this game on the list? So it's sort of like the spoiler crawl has just basically become a, here are the 7 games we're going to talk about.
But we're sort of damned if we do and damned if we don't. You know what I mean? Like, some people don't
like... It's an impossible position, Mike.
But let us know, how you would like us to treat those.
Yeah, how do you feel
it's worth us asking.
I also met someone who was like, whenever the spoiler music starts, I close my eyes because I don't want to have the list spoiled for me.
But that is an option.
Yeah, it's like they don't want to know what's coming up in the list, but I guess they don't care if a video game gets spoiled at the same time. So, who knows?
I would rather spoil a video game than our list.
Okay.
I think our list is better than video games.
All right. So what's the game that you haven't played?
No, don't actually do it.
No, I'm not going to spoil it for you now. I'm just saying.
What's the one game?
That would be the risk.
Have one non-spoilt game.
What game do you? I mean, you've played.
I haven't finished Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, but are you gonna? You haven't finished Fallen Order. What if I came in and just shouted the ending of Fallen Order at you?
Next comment, quick comment from Chris Miles says, whoa, I think you needed a stronger spoiler warning for I Am Jesus Christ. I mean, it spoiled the book too.
I Am Jesus Christ, as the game is unbelievably called, casts you as the titular Son of God and lets you experience in first person performing miracles such as healing the blind, magicking fish out of thin air, and the miracle combo of walking on water and controlling the weather.
Solid joke, Chris.
Solid comment. Well done.
About spoiling the Bible. That's a good gag. Does anyone not know the ending of the Bible?
Well, I mean, it's not the ending of the Bible.
No, it isn't really. I stopped reading after that bit. My favourite character had been killed off, so...
Wow! Heavy on the sacrilegiousness.
Yes.
Sacrilegiousness here on Show of the Week.
Plus, it will even let you experience the unique horror of being crucified in first person, as if that's something anyone was asking for. Still, at least you get to respawn.
Yeah, no, that's not to get all theological on you, but
yeah,
that's not like the final pages of the Bible.
You're telling me there's more.
There is a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a solid gag. Well done.
Yeah,
that
well done, Chris.
Commenter.
Very funny. And Ghostphoto just said in all caps, "I just want to be Alex," which is a reference to Half-Life Alex.
Yeah.
Can you believe?
Yeah.
Within a month.
Oh,
or just about in a month's time. There's a new Half-Life game coming out.
There's no straight shot to the vault. I'm gonna head inside, find a way out. Got it.
I'm with you every step of the way.
We never thought it would happen. It still might not. Who knows what can happen between now and then?
Another 7 years.
It's weird.
Cool. It's weird to think that that's happening, and it's also weird to think that most people, unless they own a VR headset, are not going to get to play it. You don't own a VR headset.
I don't own a VR headset. I don't own something powerful enough to attach that VR headset to.
Right. The barrier to entry is pretty high. It looks great. It looks amazing.
But that's the point of having a killer app, a system seller. And if anything's going to be a killer app, a system seller, it's got to be a Half-Life game, right? But then the cost, the barrier to entry is also a pretty hefty price tag. It's not just like buying a new £300 console. It's...
My computer can only just run VR games. If it is any more demanding than the very most basic VR games, I'm not going to be able to play it.
Yeah. So we need to befriend someone with a really high-end...
Yes.
Someone from a really high-end PC, I should say. So let's befriend someone from Digital Foundry.
Okay, yes.
Go around their house and play Half-Life Alex.
Rich Ledbetter, we're coming.
Rich!
yet again, this is a sort of solo live stream. We've not done a lot of these, so we're sort of learning as we go, but let us know how we're getting on. We also, well, I did a bit of... you've done some solo live streaming as well, but we've also been experimenting with live streaming
solo live streaming, exciting new stream format.
So I live streamed a bit of Jedi Fallen Order.
You've now got a green screen.
I don't have a green screen.
Oh, you don't have a green screen?
No. But Luke's got one.
Yeah.
I will get a green screen.
Yeah, if you watch some solo live streaming over on Outside Extra, it's fancy.
It's real
Luke
fancy.
Playing Breath of the Wild.
But yeah, so I played with that. Had a comment from Amanda Symons who said, new drinking game every time Mike says Dark Souls. So obviously this game is very heavily inspired by Dark Souls. It's a very Dark Souls inspired game. It was always going to happen that I would say the word Dark Souls, but please don't play that drinking game if you go back and watch it on demand, because you will probably be very, very ill.
Yeah, it may not be an appropriate time to be drinking.
No, quite, yes.
Yeah.
I was drinking a cup of tea.
I wonder if Dark Souls is so influential now, we have to...
Allow comparisons.
No, the opposite of that. We have to
allow
it as
all comparisons.
Take it as read that all games are basically Dark Souls.
No.
And stop saying Dark Souls.
No, I refuse.
Mike
Dark
refuses.
Souls. Dark Souls.
It's a useful descriptor. A bit like there's no other way of describing something as a Metroidvania game. You're like, it's Metroidvania-like.
Yeah.
And no one came up with a better way of saying Metroidvania-like.
I saw someone on the internet complaining about exactly that and saying, we don't call first-person shooters Wolfendooms. And then all the comments below
now
were
we
like,
do.
now we are
That's
calling
brilliant.
it. Hands up, who wants to call them a Wolfendoom?
That's amazing.
Can't wait to play the new Wolfendoom from
I am
Bethesda.
acquiring that. I am integrating it into my vocabulary. Now all first-person shooters are Wolfendooms.
Wolfendooms, exactly.
That's a good point, though. But also, the word Wolfendoom is adorable, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it as often as Mike says Dark Souls.
So a lot, then. And the final comment was from MJ saying, loving the solo streams. Ideally, I'd like some of the old-style group streams mixed in, though I appreciate it's harder to get a group of people together for a stream. Yeah, we're not absolutely stopping the group things. We're just giving ourselves a bit more flexibility, basically.
And that's very astute of you, because obviously it does take a lot of work and a lot of jigging our calendars around to get everyone together in the same place to live stream at the same time versus one person at home with being autonomous and independent and just being able to stream when they feel like it. We're kind of hoping to do both.
Bit of both, yeah.
You will definitely not, it won't be the end of group live streams, which are a lot of fun as well. But this way, it just means we can do more streams, just more streams across the board.
Which we're really enjoying. And you guys seem to really like them, as MJ said. They're good fun. And what's quite cool for me is, I would have been playing Jedi Fallen Order anyway. It was kind of nice to be able to have the setup to have people around and people to chat to and a bit of back and forth and stuff when I would be playing the game anyway. So it's going to offer more of that kind of stuff, more of our kind of personal passion games, I think, as well.
When I was playing The Sims at home on my own with digital Andy, I thought this would be nice to stream. It's just nice and chill, like a very relaxed game to stream. You're just chipping away, building things. It'd be quite nice to have a little chat with someone at the same time.
But we will still all get together at some point, I'm sure, to do more of the kind of traditional style.
At the very least, in March, we've got EGX Rezzed coming up, which is a London games convention, and from there we'll all be streaming as a group, like Mario Party, Gang Beast, Smash Bros, all the classics.
And you can be there in person for those if you have tickets to
If you're in London, you can be there in person. If you can't be there in person, all those things will be live streamed. So there are at least 3 big group live streams coming up in the next month.
So look forward to those. That's another episode of Show of the Week. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy belated Simiversary. And because you forgot to send us a Simiversary card,
Naughty.
I can't believe it, you can do the next best thing, which is click the like button.
We'll also accept a like button press in place of a happy 20th Simiversary.
Just this once, though. Don't forget next time.
What, the 30th anniversary of The Sims?
Exactly.
All right, in 10 years.
Make a note.
That card. Also, loyal Show of the Week watchers, we can we're almost ready to share some pretty exciting news about big changes happening to Show of the Week. That's a little teaser.
Yep.
A very light
you watched
teaser.
this far into the show, so you thought you should be the first to know.
Yeah, you're the real inside crowd. You're the loyalist of the loyal show watchers. Anyway, when Andy's back next week, like reconstituted.
Hopefully. Research pending.
Yeah, if I get that grant for my rebigifying Andy Ray.
Are you relying on a grant, are you?
Yeah, when I get my academic grant to restore Andy to his full size and physical form, then we'll be probably ready to talk about what next for Show of the Week. And you heard it here first, because you're here all the way at the end of all things. No, wait, the end
Just
of
the show.
The show.
Yeah.
So yeah, stick around and find out what's next for Show of the Week. Thank you very much for watching this episode. We'll see you next time.
Bye. So you think you'll have Andy back to his physical form by next week?
Yeah, like at least 3/4.
Because let me tell
of
you
his
about
physical original size.
Yeah, let me tell you about how he owes me a £5.
Yeah,
Has that £5 been shrunk down?
Yeah, his whole wallet is
That's not gonna be
currently
legal
digital
tender.
and tiny. Yeah, I know.
It needs to be. Make sure the £5 comes back. You
Okay.
can't spend it in The Sims, can you? Different currency.
Yes, Simoleons.
Simoleons.
It's all been converted into Simoleons.
Oh,
he
no.
spent it all on Murphy beds and pizza and
How's
ordering
the
pizza.
exchange rate to Simoleons?
Oh, it's
these
not
days?
good, Mike.
Oh my
Pound
God.
is not strong against the
Yeah,
Simoleon.
the commission as well.
He's going to come back a changed and very broke man.
Right, leave him in there.
So broken and
I've had
broke.
enough. I don't want it. Don't want it anymore.
Sorry, Andy, you're going to stay in The Sims as your punishment for
Not paying my £5
Mike's loan back. Yeah, all right, fine.